Wrong Rookie, and today we will be looking at the demo of Knights of the Road. The game is still under development by Shiny Byte Studio, but looking at the GIF videos I saw on X, I thought of checking out the demo and showcasing it, since the developer released a demo of the game. Now in this playthrough, I played the game in Bandit mode, and I can only assume that it's just a mode that's for experienced platform gamers like myself. And all newbie does is make the game accessible for those who can't play it on Bandit mode. That's not me saying it, the game tells you this. Anyways, the story goes with some king who looks like an evil one getting ready to do something evil. It's not known yet what he plans to do. The title is a bit misleading, at least in this demo, because you don't play as a knight, but rather, you play as a guy Kyle and a fairy Iowa who steal from the rich and not the poor. And that's okay. How? Anyways, their main goal is to just get loot. How they get involved with the king is not known, but at the end of the demo at least, they find out that the soldiers are in pursuit of finding fairies, and both Kyle and Iowa investigate the matter further. As soon as you start the game, you immediately get that nostalgic vibe capturing the feel of the NES games, and honestly, it looks a lot like Shovel Knight, but in a good way. The music here is pretty upbeat, and I like the level song that plays here a lot. The demo just has one level, but it's a pretty long one. You start with the basic tutorial, and then you get an intermission venturing to a village and getting to talk to a bunch of villagers who are having a hard time with a giant soldier with a spear, who is the main boss in this demo. So how it's played? Kyle controls Iowa, who turns into a shield, which makes him similar to Captain America. You mostly use the shield like a pogo stick, kinda like Scrooge McDuck, bopping on enemies and objects with the stick in DuckTales, or like in Shovel Knight using the shovel to do the same kind of bopping. One thing I'm surprised, and the game doesn't tell you this, is that your shield protects you from spikes as long as you hold and jump. The other way you use it is by throwing it in front of you, like a boomerang, but doing this depletes mana, and you need mana to use this move because it's magical. The last thing is that you can deflect shots that enemies throw at you, but you do get pushed a bit, so you might want to be careful on that. In terms of the actual level, some chests give you money and health. Some of them reward you if you explore the secrets, and I like that a lot. But then how do you get checkpoints? There are wizards you can find that you must pay them 50 gold to save. But what is odd, at least in this demo, is that if you save, make progress, but then die, you respawn, but the stuff you get from earlier is still retained. Weird. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I find it a bit odd. Some moments are trial and error, as you have to depend on objects or enemies to bop on higher platforms, but at least in this level, it's few and far between. I will say that the difficulty is a bit tough, and there is no way to increase your health further. What I find a bit frustrating is that the wizards, when you pay them, don't recover both your health and mana. The only thing I couldn't get in the demo is one treasure chest that requires you to use your shield and slopes to get you to that higher level, but I could never get that. And the other one that is at the beginning of the level, which is my bad. That said, I feel the tutorial could have been implemented better, especially the part where you could use your shield as a pogo stick, not to mention that the game doesn't tell you that you could do a double jump. I just discovered that by mistake. And the shield deflect could be better, like don't get pushed back even for basic bullets coming at you. Hopefully that's a spell that could do that. I mean, you do find these big chests that give you certain collectibles, so I can only assume they act as some sort of upgrades, but time will tell. I would have also liked the cutscenes to have fade out that's in the actual game animation than having one that's a generic fade out. It helps make the game more immersive in my opinion. The last thing I feel is that there is a bit of a bug in the boss of the game. Like I'm literally doing the pogo stick carefully, but somehow even though the boss didn't touch me, I still get hit. It's a bug for sure, and to avoid that I had to double jump very carefully to defeat the boss. It's time consuming, but it gets the job done, and the mana one wasn't very effective in this case, which I think needs to be improved further. But I like this game a lot, and I look forward to showcasing the final release. I wish the developer the best for making the game come to reality. Well, that is it with this one. If you like what you've seen, then please give a like, comment, and subscribe. And in the meanwhile, thank you for watching Gaming Roku. Have a good one.